Many witnesses believe that Charles Taze Russell came to the Bible with no preconceived ideas. But that's not true at all. He already had a strong bias against the idea of eternal punishment, as well as being strongly committed to making the Bible fit in with human reason and appealing to reason. Not only that, he was influenced and mentored by Second Adventists. It's interesting to look into the backgrounds of these four mentors and influencers of his and see one glaring commonality in addition to their Adventist beliefs. They had no formal theological training. Why does that matter? Well, things that you learn in seminary or Bible college really are important, and here are some types of studies that may have helped these men. Number one, all students study hermeneutics. This is the science of interpretation, in this case interpreting the Bible. Students learn about the different kinds of literature found in the Bible, like apocalyptic, poetic, historical, etc. They also learn rules for interpretation. The number one and most simple rule learned is that of context. Students learn how to exegete text instead of eisegeting or reading into the text their own ideas or whatever they're looking for. Two, church history is studied, ancient and modern. This prevents pastors and teachers from falling into many of the errors of the past. Been there, done that. For example, studying Luther's analysis and comments about those he termed radical and enthusiast offshoots of the Reformation may have prevented some of the extremes of these men. Students also learn about other theological views and why they are held or have been held. This helps them understand that other views also do have some merit and prevents a simplistic black and white thinking and dogmatism, especially on peripheral issues. You learn that things are much more complicated and nuanced than just reading your Bible a few times and considering yourself some kind of expert. The time spent in studying also delays one's entrance into the ministry. The person's qualifications and suitability to even become a pastor are more under scrutiny by other pastors and professors and parishioners, as opposed to those that just up and start preaching and teaching with no qualifications, training, or vetting. 5, original languages. 6, learning from those past Christian leaders who knew more than you. Russell so arrogantly dismissed the church fathers and theologians of the past in favor of the current crop of theological Lilliputians that surrounded him, who were trying to keep the Adventist movement alive with more date-setting and bizarre explanations of previous failures.